Hey guys, it's Kennedy. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since we've done a YouTube video, but there's been a lot going on, especially with this whole COVID-19 thing. So Kian and I are at home for a while, for probably the next couple weeks, maybe even months. Not exactly sure on the exact time, but so now basically we have a ton of time to do more YouTube videos. So today I thought I would start off with a Q&A. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me. That's where I always ask you guys the questions for my Q&As or just video ideas. And that's basically just where I talk the most about my YouTube channel. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. But anyway, so let's just get started. So I had to write all the questions down on a piece of paper because my camera's not working anymore for videos for some reason. So now I have to use my phone again. But the first question is, how old are you and when is your birthday? I am 19 and my birthday is in September 7th, so I'll be 20 in September. The next question is, how do you financially support Kian? Right now it doesn't really count, but taking out the whole COVID-19 thing, I work in childcare. So I bring Kian to work with me and he goes to his own classroom for his age, and then I go to the classroom that I teach. And that's sort of what we do throughout the week. That's how I earn money for my son, and I live with my parents, so I don't have to pay rent. I still have to pay other bills and such, but I do get to save a good amount of money with rent without having to pay rent. So yeah, that's how I financially support Kian. Next question is, do you have a job? Yeah, like I said, I work in childcare. Next question is, do you want more kids? So I get asked this question a lot, and honestly, the only answer right now I have is I'm not sure, because if I were to find the right guy that would love Kian just as much as he loves me and would accept him in as his own child, then yeah, I would probably totally have more kids with that person. I'm sure Kian would love to have some more siblings. But as of right now, I'm not really looking for anything. I don't really want to date, and obviously I'm not thinking of having more kids. I really just want to focus on myself and my career and my son. That's really all I'm focusing on right now. But yeah, in the future, if I meet someone, I would love to have more kids. Does Kian see his dad? No. I can't explain much about this, but no, Kian does not see his dad at all. We have no contact with his dad. That's all I can really tell you guys. How is your relationship with your son's dad? Like I said, I have no contact with him. I'm not a fan of him. I don't really like to talk about him or look back on my relationship with him. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, we don't really have any contact with him at all. That's really all I can tell you guys. Next question is, who was the first person you told that you were pregnant besides Kian's dad? So, funny story. If you guys looked back at my very first video of me talking about how I found out I was pregnant and all that, I actually was like in complete denial that I even was pregnant, and my mom is the one who kept telling me, you need to go to the store and get a pregnancy test, So finally I gave in and did it, and I took the test, and then obviously found out, and I texted my mom, and I just was like, yep, I'm pregnant, you were right. So my mom was the first one to know, besides my son's father and I. But she, apparently my whole family knew before I even was accepting it, because they could all tell I had been sick, and they knew what was going on. So, yeah, that's the first person I told I was pregnant. My brother-in-law asked me to talk about the meaning of life and such. I don't really know. I think right now there's a lot of scary stuff going on. I think that the world is a really messed up place, and I'm kind of a religious person. I'm not crazy religious, but I'm partially religious, but basically, I think that this whole like COVID-19, the pandemic, or however you say that word, I think it's all happening because I think there's too much evil in the world, and I think God is kind of trying to wipe out some of the evil, I guess you can say, in the world. I'm not saying everybody who's been affected by the virus is evil. I mean, obviously that's not what I'm saying, but I've seen a lot of Bible verses talking about like sins, and like he'd put a plague among people if they're sinning and stuff. I'll put in a picture of like this Bible verse that one of my friends put on their Snapchat story. I don't know. All I know is I don't know what's going on, but I know that the world will get through it. It's the scary time right now. So as far as the meaning of life, I really don't know. That's a very broad subject. So that's all I can really talk about right now, because the whole thing happening in life right now is this disease, or virus, I mean. What do you do on a normal basis with Kian? Like, what's your daily routine? So as of right now, our routine is totally different than it normally is, because normally we kind of get up, get ready, go to daycare, come home, and then do completely different stuff. Right now, things are a little bit different because we're spending all of our time at home. So if you guys want, I can do like a day in the life, or like a daily routine, because since I work in childcare, I know a little bit about like what parts of what type of development my son needs to be working on and focusing on, and what activities would help him like develop the fine motor skills, gross motor skills, all stuff like that, which I'm trying to still implement at home since he's not at daycare getting that stuff in his daily routine. So if you guys want, I could do a day in the life of Kian and I while we're in quarantine and stuff like that. I can totally do that if you guys want me to do that. I think that would be so cool and such a fun idea. I have so many YouTube video ideas that I want to do right now. There's just a lot of video ideas that I have with only a select amount of days. I'm wanting to do all of them in one day, but I literally can't do that. So yeah, I'm also wanting to do like a baby update, like with Kian's development, because he's changed so much within our last video that we did. I think the last video that he was in was his first haircut, which a lot has changed since then. He is like a full-on toddler. He's talking, he's saying words, he knows some sign language. It's crazy. So one of these days I'll get like a video with him to show you guys like his development and stuff. By the way, I'm sorry if I haven't been looking at the camera. The phone is literally sitting in like a windowsill, and I'm sitting on a bed, and so all I'm seeing is the whole front yard, and there's people walking dogs and stuff. So I keep looking out the window instead of at the camera, so I apologize for that. But anyway, so yeah, there's a lot of videos I want to do. That was a lot of talking that wasn't even answering some of the questions, so I apologize. But yeah, I think that is all I have for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Comment your video requests below, or message me on Instagram, whatever you want to do to get me to do some videos you want to see. And be sure to like and subscribe to see more of me. Turn on your notifications to get notified when I upload a video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.